Both AirAsia and Malaysian Airlines have announced that they will be adding capacity as the country prepares to go to the polls. AirAsia said that fares on its domestic routes will be kept fixed for 3 days between May 8th and 10th. Chief Tan Sri Tony Fernandez had announced via social media that the LCC would put any unsold seats on low fares and add extra capacity. Meanwhile, Malaysia Airlines said it would be mounting 40 additional flights and upgrading 10 flights to wide-body services between May 5th and 10th. Digi.com saw its first quarter FY18 net profit increase by 3.5% to 386.11 million ringgit. This was thanks to improved service revenue, cash flow and stronger operational efficiencies. Revenue for the quarter rose 3.9% to 1.63 billion ringgit compared with 1.57 billion ringgit last year. It declared a first interim dividend of 4.9 cents per share. CEO Albert Murty says that the telco managed to improve margins and returns with earnings driven by strong uptake of its offerings. AirAsia Corp has entered into a JV with Japan's Hanshan Properties Corp to develop the initial phase of its Rimbun Kassia development. The JV will focus on the development Dui at Rimbun Kassia, a project with an estimated GDV of over 400 million ringgit. Group MD Datuk Lai Voon Hon said that the project is set to commence by July. It will have a total GDV of 1.3 billion ringgit and sits on 30.56 acres of land located in Nilai. AirAsia expects the project to contribute positively to earnings by third quarter FY19. The Employees Provident Fund saw a 6.8% increase in annual contributions for 2017. Contributions came in at 65.53 billion ringgit versus total withdrawal of 49.4 billion ringgit for the year. This resulted in a net inflow of 16.12 billion ringgit. The pension fund said that 2017's total payout rose by 29.8% year-on-year to 48.13 billion ringgit. Chief Datuk Syahril Ridza Ridwan said that overall it had been a good year with a number of firsts for the pension fund. The EPF had ended 2017 with the highest ever gross investment income since 1951 at 53.14 billion ringgit. Former Sungai Buaya Felda settlers and their descendants have finally resolved their land claims from the Selangor government. Selangor MB Datuk Sri Azmin Ali handed over the land ownership application form 5A to the 363 families involved in the dispute. He said that the state government is committed to resolve land issues within the state, unlike one of his predecessors. Azmin did not name names, but the remarks seemed directed at former MB Tan Sri Muhammad Haji Muhammad Taib. The Sungai Buaya land issue can be traced back to 1994, where the Felda settlers formed a company to undertake a JV with a property developer. The developer, Bandai Sungai Buaya, faced massive financial difficulties during the 1997 Asian financial crisis, which rendered the JV a failure.